This is the last question that we've prepared for today. It's a two-parter. The first is from Nikki. I would like to understand what the benefit is for my husband to withdraw funds when he turns 60, and then I reinvest the funds back in my name. Geoff asks, I have a super balance that's very close to the $1.7 million cap. I wanted to know if I should transfer an amount to my wife's super so I stay under the cap.
Yeah, look, and again, another issue which has become very topical around these spouse equalisation strategies. There are a couple of admin issues or a couple of issues that need to be dealt with first, and it probably relates to Nikki's question around my husband's turned 60, so pulling out money and putting it back in for her. Keep in mind that turning 60 does not automatically allow you to access your super. It doesn't give you full access. Turning 60, attaining preservation age, which is essentially from 1 July this year, age 60, all that does, attain preservation age, is it allows you to start a transition to retirement pension. Age 60 is more relevant for tax. Payments received by a member after age 60 are usually tax-free. So in order to access a lump sum from your husband's account, he needs to first meet a condition of release. And turning age 60 is not on its own a condition of release. The main conditions of release I've included for you on the slide here. So turning 65 means all your money becomes unrestricted and non-preserved, and then you can do what you want. You could pull it all out as a lump sum, you could start pensions, the choice is yours. Age 60 becomes relevant only for retirement purposes. So if you retire under age 60, or if you retire after age 60. That's where age 60 is relevant for accessing money. The bottom one, which is attaining preservation age and starting transition to retirement pensions, currently, or from 1 July 2024, preservation age becomes age 60, but that's only allowing up to 10% of benefits to be paid out by way of a transition to retirement pension. So I just want to get that clear, first of all, that turning 60 doesn't allow full access. But look, assuming that the eligibility rules are met, why do this? Like, why would you look at pulling money out from a spouse and recontributing it back in for the other spouse? Whole raft of benefits. One, that you could access super benefits earlier. If I take money, I'm younger, I start a TTR, allows me 10%, I could pull it out and I could contribute it in for my wife, who can access it as a lump sum later. So that could work. It could be to maximise age pension. For instance, if I'm age pension age or about to be and my wife's not, I could take some money or split some money from my account to my wife. She's younger, she's below age preservation age. Sorry, she's below age pension age. It could allow me to access more age pension benefits. Could be to ensure that we both stay below that 1.9 million transfer balance cap, so that we don't need to hold any money in accumulation phase. It wouldn't make sense for one spouse to be above it and one spouse to be below it. It might be better for both spouses to maximise the 1.9. It can also reduce the new tax coming in from 1 July 2025 called Division 296, which applies an additional 15% tax relevant to earnings above that $3 million limit. So if I've got $3.5 million in my super, from 1 July 2025, I'll have to pay an additional 15% tax on the earnings relevant to that $500,000 above the $3 million. Why do that when I could have both spouses below $3 million by doing a spouse splitting strategy or a recontribution strategy? There's the whole raft of reasons as to why you might consider doing that. So what are the benefits? I hope that's explained to you what those benefits are. Geoff, I can't tell you whether you should do it or not. That's certainly not what these webinars are for. But they're the benefits of spouse strategies, spouse equalisation or splitting strategies. We actually ran a webinar on this exact issue in April this year. So if our subscribers can go and have a look at that April 2024 webinar, which covered these strategies around splitting or sharing balances with your spouse. Please just don't go and transfer money in your fund between spouses. There are only certain ways to do it, and they're explained in detail in that webinar. So jump online and have a look at that. It takes you through each of those strategies, what you need to do, and what the benefits are.